What's up, guys? It's Decoof here. Hope everyone is safe at home. And today we are going to be talking about Docker, which is pretty much a website that allows you to understand what a virtual machine is and how they interact. It's not real, but you could plug in codes which make it seem very real. So the first thing we got to discuss is what's the big difference between a virtual machine and a container, because Docker is a container but acts like a virtual machine. So a virtual machine are managed by hypervisors and utilize VM hardware, while container systems provide operating systems, system services from the underlying host and isolate the applications using virtual memory hardware. So they pretty much are just taking a computer, they just emulate a computer system, but they do it in different ways. And I'm going to pull up this picture right now because I'll explain it more into detail. This one's a virtual machine because they have hypervisors. And hypervisors is the thing that runs a certain file. And that's why it's very worldwide. Like things, as an example, is the company VMware, which is owned by Dell. And they pretty much just take the programming language, run it on the application, which most virtual machines are worldwide. When we're talking about container, though, which is over here, they are going to use a Docker daemon, which is, it interacts with a certain container in a certain area. As you can see, what I didn't mention before, host and operating system are the same, and they're very similar. But the Docker daemon and the hypervisors is what makes the two extremely different, and is the reason there's a big difference between them. But to go more into the video, we're going to talk about Docker and how we're going to run Drupal on it. And we're going to use this container to virtualize Drupal on our computer system. So we're going to start this up. So we're going to create a new instance. You only have 4 hours to do this because they don't want you on this program for too long. So I have a little cheat sheet with me just to run the application. So Drupal, like we've talked in the past, is a way to build websites where you're going to virtualize that and make it easier. Let's say you don't have the rights to the program or you have to grab it from another location. This is a great way to do it. Of course, you probably wouldn't use Docker. You would use a real virtualization system, but this will work for now. So we're going to create add new instance in the Docker playground. We're going to just copy and paste this because the language needs to know, oh, hey, what are we going to be doing? So enter. All this jibble jabble comes up. And the next step, so we're right on track. Instead of typing a very long Docker command each time we want to run these containers, Docker provides us with a Docker compose. So this is pretty much just saying, hey, this is what we need, but Docker has shortcuts, so it's going to make our lives easier. So this is the shortcut. So we're just going to copy and paste that in. What, I keep pressing on that? I don't even know why that's up. Enter. And all this stuff is coming in from Drupal. All of it just going fast, fast, fast. Just let that load for a bit. And the next step is it's going to open in port 80. There's a million ports out there. It decided to do port 80. And once that is done, 80, bam, you should have Drupal. Start a Drupal account, build your own website. I don't really have to go into much detail here, but you guys understand that using Docker will help you with really anything. You could also open up clouds, which is another example I could have done, but I think this is the best way, especially if you want to edit a Drupal website or build a Drupal website, if you don't have the copyright issues for them, this is a great way to go. So pretty much to review everything, we know the difference between virtual machines and containers now, how they are extremely similar, but at the same time, very different. Using virtual machines, I would say, is very more worldwide, while containers is more of a playground set. And from there, that's pretty much it. I just want to say thank you guys for listening in this week. I hope everyone stays safe, and I'll see you guys next week. D. Kufeld is out.